What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Triple H's bold claim, the biggest downgrade ever, a first at the Royal Rumble, a legendary wrestler passes away, a WWE star is now a free agent, former WWE talents backstage at New Year's Dynamite, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. And now let's see the intro and get straight into our first story. Now, first story looks at Triple H's bold claim. At top of today's news is a recent hype video from WWE Chief Content Officer Triple H that promises huge things ahead in 2025. The game posted a video on X reminding fans of the many highlights from 2024 and proclaiming WWE lit the world on fire in 2024 and you ain't seen nothing yet. 2025, are you ready? That is a wrap on 2024. We went all over the globe, we sold out, we set records, we lit the world on fire. I can tell you this, Jan 6 is right around the corner, Netflix, and you ain't seen nothing yet. Are you ready? While the Cerebral Assassin's comments might seem like more wrestling hyperbole, this video is reminiscent of when Trips told fans after SummerSlam that the WWE was just getting started and that the rest of 2024 would see some major events. Fans are already hyped about Raw's debut on Netflix on 6 January, John Cena's 2025 retirement tour, and the rumors about what will play out at WrestleMania 41. The WWE's current success shows no signs of slowing down, and some fans believe the WWE is just getting warmed up with breakout wrestlers such as Bron Breakker, Bronson Reed, and Jacob Fatu on the cusp of the main event. Are you guys excited about the WWE's 2025 plans, and what would you guys like to see play out in the new year? Next up, the biggest downgrade ever. A say goodbye to the Rated R superstar Edge, or Adam Copeland, as former WWE superstar Edge is now going by the name Cope. Cope, who returned to AEW at its World's End pay-per-view following a lengthy injury-related absence, teamed up with the FTR on the Fight for the Fallen edition of Dynamite, defeating the Death Riders Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta. This year's Fight for the Fallen was a benefit for the Asheville, North Carolina community devastated by Hurricane Helene. Cope addressed the fans after the show, praising their tenacity, and Copeland, who lives in Asheville with his family, dealt with the aftermath of the natural disaster while also helping his neighbors. But the Rated R superstar explained why he didn't return to action sooner during the World's End post-press conference, saying, "I've actually been cleared for a while, but Tony and I had a conversation and our area got hit by a hurricane. It was much more important to be home." Copeland, who is real-life friends with FTR's Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, used the name Rated FTR for their Trios team, a situation that has some fans speculating they could go after AEW Trios Tag Team Championships. Some fans are also curious whether Cope will reunite with his former friend Christian Cage. The Rated R superstar offered to reunite with Captain Charisma in AEW, only for the heel to refuse and launch a major feud. Some fans really haven't taken to Edge's new name of Cope. Many fans took to X to mock the name outright, as many believe that this was taken out of a Vince McMahon playbook back in 2019. As remember when he started to shorten up names for no reason? Was there anything wrong with Adam Copeland? I guess if he'd been renamed Verge or Boundary, that would have been much worse. What do you guys think of Edge's new name in AEW? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, a first at the Royal Rumble. Could the WWE Universe witness a father-daughter appearance at this year's respective men's and women's Royal Rumble matches? Former WWE superstar Santino Marella, who is currently working in TNA Wrestling, discussed the possibility during an appearance on the No Name podcast, suggesting he and his daughter NXT superstar Ariana Grace could compete at the event. Well, they haven't called yet. I did though. My daughter, she had a little shoulder surgery. She's back in the ring now, but she hasn't re-debuted yet. So I've been pitching the idea. I don't think it's ever been done before, a father and daughter in the same Rumble. Be a great way for her to return to programming, and I'm totally down to show up and just experience it. Now, could we see the return of Santino Marella? A return that probably many people don't want to see. What do you guys think of the idea? Next up, a two-time Hall of Famer signs a new deal with AEW. It looks like Jeff Jarrett has some major goals as he prepares to finish his career in AEW. Jarrett appeared on Dynamite informing AEW fans that he signed a new deal with the company and that he plans to finish his career there. Jarrett told fans about his entire career has been about taking big risks and getting big rewards, including him dropping out of college to become a pro wrestler, his various campaigns around the world's top promotions, his founding of TNA Wrestling alongside his father Jerry Jarrett, and his decision to join AEW. The last Cowboy told fans that he still has enough gas in the tank to aim for a big target, the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. It's a lofty goal and one that could make for an intriguing storyline in 2025, even if Jarrett comes up short. What do you guys think of him re-upping with AEW, and do you think he could win the AEW's top prize? Next up, a legendary wrestler passes away. A sad news to report as trailblazing wrestler Sweet Daddy Siki has passed away. Slam Wrestling broke the news of Siki's passing at the age of 91 on 31st December 2024. Siki was an African-American wrestler nicknamed Mr. Irresistible for his larger-than-life personality and ability to delight and enrage fans depending on whether he played a babyface or a heel. Siki began working in the 50s and dealt with the racial prejudice and segregation, eventually focusing on wrestling in Canada where racial tensions weren't as bad. Siki worked with the top stars of his era, eventually retiring in the 80s. He was also a musician and recorded several albums. He later opened up a wrestling school and helped train future WWE champions like Edge and Christian Cage. We're sending our condolences to Sweet Daddy Siki's friends, family, and many fans. Next up, Jon Moxley gave a star Triple H's phone number. Now, who is a WWE superstar who Jon Moxley managed to help out? Well, Karrion Kross recently spoke with Sam Roberts on the Not Sam Wrestling podcast, revealing how Jon Moxley encouraged him to look into working for the WWE after Mox worked an indie show against Kross. After the show, he basically says, hey listen, I'm not telling you where to go, I'm not telling you where to make money, but I'm just saying, you really should call Triple H, because you can make a very good living there. It was like, work wherever you want, go wherever you want, but I just have a feeling that if you call him, things are going to be good for you. But Kross was surprised at the route Moxley suggested he take, and I was like, what do you mean call Triple H? What do you mean? He's like, nah, just call him. I'm giving you his number. I want you to call him. I was like, oh my god, well now I can't not call him. So I had to. So I sent Triple H a text. He calls me and is like, is this really Killer Kross? Because I don't know, I could be a crank caller or somebody gets his number. So we talk, and a few months later, I was in NXT, and that's kind of how it worked. Kross caught the WWE Universe by storm when he debuted in NXT, enjoying a dominant run as NXT champion and looking to have big things in store once he reached the main roster. Unfortunately, the WWE bungled his push on Raw, including his introduction of the widely panned new look, complete with cheesy helmet and weak push. Kross was released, another reminder of Vince McMahon's inability to use NXT talents well. Thankfully, McMahon's exit opened the door for Kross's return. Every wrestler's journey to the WWE is an interesting story, and as fans saw with Karrion Kross, he had a long and winding road to get back into the promotion after his release. Next up, a WWE superstar now a free agent. What's next for Tom Pescott, aka former WWE superstar Baron Corbin? Corbin fans are asking this after he tweeted, I'm officially no longer under contract since I was not fired. I was told that they were not extending, so if you're making a horror movie, let me know. New year, no contract. Let's see what we can create. It sounds like the man who made chicken salad out of lousy gimmicks like Broke-Ass Corbin and Happy Corbin is looking to expand his horizons from wrestling into other endeavors. He's recently spotted backstage at AEW's World's End pay-per-view, leading to chatter about whether he might join Tony Khan's Trouble promotion. Next up, former WWE talents backstage at New Year's Dynamite. There were two former WWE talents at last night's Dynamite, with PW Insider reporting former WWE ring announcer Samantha Irvin and WWE Hall of Famer Beth Phoenix being backstage at the show. You may recall fan speculation about whether Irvin, who left the WWE in 2024, might work in AEW, but Irvin has repeatedly stated that she's looking to do something besides ring announcing. As for Beth Phoenix, fans saw her compete alongside her husband Adam Copeland in WWE, so an in-ring return can't be ruled out, especially after the remarkable body transformation she showed off recently. And finally, R-Truth reveals who he wants to inducting him into the Hall of Fame. And last but not least, R-Truth's WWE career is still going strong, but the 54-time WWE 24/7 champion knows who he wants to induct him into the Hall of Fame. Truth, who recently revealed he has no intention of retiring anytime soon as long as his body holds out, told Chris Van Vliet, probably Road Dogg, right? I think Road Dogg. Longtime fans likely remember R-Truth's earlier years in WWE, where he worked alongside the Road Dogg as K-Quick. The two reunited in TNA Wrestling, further cementing their bond. Do you guys think R-Truth will enter the Hall of Fame, and if so, who should induct him? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.